Hello everyone and welcome to Servlet Basics Part 2. In this video we are going to create our first servlet program and we are going to configure that in web.xml file. I hope you have seen my part 1 video and you have understood all these concepts that I have explained earlier. Now we are going to create our first servlet program in Eclipse. Alright. So as I have explained in my part 1 video that this src slash main slash java is where we will be creating all our servlet files, java files, right? And in here under src web app webinf, here we have our web xml. So in this one we are going to configure that servlet. All right, I will close this one. All right, so now what we need to do is I have already created one package here. So under this package I'm going to create one class. Okay, and the class name will be, I'm keeping it as add servlet. All right, and now we need to extend one class called generic servlet or http servlet. There are many classes that you can extend, so for the time being we are using generic servlet. Okay, so we are extending this one. All right, so this generic servlet is overriding this service method. All right, so as I explained you earlier, service method will have all the business logic. So generic method has this generic servlet class has this service method and it is overriding the service method here. Now it has two parameters, as you can see, servlet request and servlet response. So whatever this request that will be coming from the user side, it will be coming under this one, and whatever the response that will be sending, that will be sending under this one. So I will just change this name to request for the better readability purpose, and I will keep this to response. All right, now in this program we are going to see just how we can send the dynamic response to the web page. All right, so we are not going to create a request here, we will just be sending the data to the web page, a dynamic web page. All right, so what we need to do is first we need to do the response dot set content type. What type of content we will be sending, we need to declare that first. So that will be text slash html. All right, and then we need to write the data dot get writer. All right, and we'll assign it to a local variable, assign statement to a local variable. All right, it will import all the packages that is required. I will just change it to res out. All right, now what we'll do is we'll create a simple html. All right, so res out dot println, and in here we will be writing html. Okay, sorry, so we will create html here, then we'll copy and paste it, these things, paste, and that is it. We'll close the html tag here. It's a normal html stuff that you already know, but there are few things that you need to know. So we will be serving this particular thing to our web page via the server. All right, we have to close this h1 and we'll simply pass the hi servlet from the java file. All right, we'll mention this, we'll save this. Now we have to do the configuration, how the server will know that which servlet to pick, how that our web container will know which servlet to pick when we'll be firing a request one particular URL. So now under web.xml we will be creating the configuration. So first we need to use this servlet tag sorry. Then we need to give a servlet name. I will give this first servlet. All right, we'll give this a name first servlet. Then we have to give the class name. Now the class name should be the exact path of this particular thing. So here I will go to refactor, rename. I'll just save that web XML. It is loading. Just copy this and paste it here. All right, and then slash, not slash, dot add servlet. All right, add servlet. Looks good. Now what we have to do is we have to do the mapping. So we have to do the server mapping. Again we have to give the server name. We'll copy this and we'll paste it here, and then in here we have to give the URL pattern. So I'll give the, so what exactly the user will type after the localhost. Suppose we are running it in a localhost, the localhost port 8080 slash whatever the user will give, it will invoke that particular servlet. Hi servlet. I will, if I'll hit this hi servlet, it should call this particular thing. All right, now I have Apache Tomcat server configured. I will just start this server. Okay, server is running and server just started. Now I will go here and click on run as, run on server. Okay, actually it has picked up some different path, that is why it is not accessing. So I will just remove that. What exactly we have to do is, our port is localhost 8081 servlet part 1 and hi servlet. Okay, so as you can see we have written hi servlet from the Java file, so it is displaying that hi servlet.java file. So this is how we can serve to the web page from the Java file, which is our servlet file. So hope you have liked this video, and in the next video we will be seeing the how we can create a request from the user side. Will be sending some request. We will do some processing in our servlet, and then we will send back the response to the user. So thank you so much for watching, and do like, share and subscribe. Thank you.